Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of Ted's Brew Cellar with me, most gracious host Ted. It is currently nearly 5 to 8 in the evening, that is, on the Sunday the 15th of August 2021. I hope I'm all finding you in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things improve for you very soon. So, I'm going to be taking a look at a kind of drink we've had a look at before, and this is something along the similar lines of like some other craft beers. That it's a stout basically, but this is a Black Forest pastry stout. Now, I've done a Black Forest Gâteau stout, and I've also done a couple of like pastry kind of stouts in the show before. But this is a Black Forest pastry stout called the Dark Druid, which is by the White Hag Irish Brewing Company. As you can see here, I got this from the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove for £2.99, and I don't know, I'm not sure what to think, because it's got one of those craft beer labellings and cans where you know it's from a small brewery who've only got enough funds to buy industry standard equipment in bulk, and they can't sort of produce their own stuff, which I completely understand, but that means it could go either one or two ways. It could either be an underrated gem, or it could be absolute tosh from a brave little brewery who just don't have the experience that is necessary to make something truly good. So I'm hoping it's the former. And to be fair, I always want to go into drinks with the benefit of the doubt, even if it's something that doesn't necessarily sound particularly good to me. But we'll give this a fair shot. And I've got to say, to be fair, the label is designed quite nicely. It's got vibrant, interesting colours and designs. It's got dark shades of browns, a bit cream, a bit of cherry. It does give me the impression I'm going to drink something a bit Black Foresty, gâteau-y, a bit cakey, a bit chocolatey. So it's given me a good first impression, and it's welcoming and it's inviting. None of the colours and writing stands out too harshly against each other. Yeah, handsome stuff. I would give that a good 9 out of 10. Yeah, very, very nice. I just wish the sort of line design could be a bit sharper, but yeah, it looks handsome. So let's give it a quick sniff then and see what our first impressions are like. Oh god, it's a bit lively. Just need to pattern that down so it just doesn't overspill or anything. Oh dear me. Wow, that's a bit lively, isn't it? Good god. Didn't really think a stout would be lively, but let's see. Okay, I mean, it kind of smells like what I'd expect a Black Forest pastry stout to smell like. It's a bit sweet, a bit pastry-ish. Got a bit of that glacé cherry smell to it. Bit of like candified chocolate and a tiny bit of vanilla. It's interesting. It's got a bit of an overpowering sense in the flavour of the cherry, so I don't know how that's going to go, but it doesn't smell bad. I just think the smell could be a little bit more balanced and subdued, but generally speaking, it smells alright, so I'll give the smell a good 6.75 out of 10. It's not giving me amazing impressions, but it's not making me worried at all either. So yeah, we'll give ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water though first. And then on to the most important part of the video, and to see if this was worth the money I spent on it. So to everyone, I hope you have a great weekend ahead. I've got a few days off of work coming up, but to anyone watching this, have a good one and have a great week, and bottoms up. Okay. In the past, craft stouts have probably had the widest range of being good to bad, I think. Right next to craft ciders, I definitely think. I kind of get what they were going for here. They get the pastry-ish taste just right. That's really nice, actually. It's got this quite mellow, sort of like buttery kind of pastry taste, like the kind of after flavour you'd get after eating a really nice croissant. It's got that in the underline of the flavour and a little bit throughout the finish as well, which is really nice. It caps everything off quite nicely, actually. And it's got a through line of like this slight bit of like kind of processed cocoa, but it actually complements the buttery pastry flavour quite nicely, so that's good. And then there's kind of this cherryish flavour, but it doesn't really sit well with me. It kind of just feels like you're drinking liquidized glacé cherries, and that's kind of the overtone of the flavour. And I mean, I know they were going in for kind of a Black Forest flavour, but it just doesn't really fit. I don't know. There's just something about it where it's just like, I think the other flavours feel quite sort of subdued and sort of like closely linked together. This just kind of feels like it's been plopped in there, like not like they thought at the last minute, oh, we'll just do this, but more so because it just feels like it was included in the design of this drink, but was very little thought was paid to it, and it just doesn't mix in very well. And then there's a bit of vanilla in there, but it's so forgettable and so like bland, and like just doesn't really make much of an impact, and again doesn't really mix well with the other flavours either. So it's a drink of two halves. I think it's a drink of, oh yeah, the texture as well. The texture is just kind of there. The texture is kind of like a 5 out of 10. It's not particularly bad or anything, but it's just not particularly noteworthy. So, but with the flavour and the actual body of the drink itself, I feel like it's a drink of two halves. On one hand, you've got the cocoa and the pastry butteriness that sort of feels like mellow, smoothly brewed together, and then you've got the cherry and vanilla-y flavour, which kind of just stands out on its own, but not in a particularly well contrasting way. And so it feels like a drink of two halves, in that one half is mellow and relaxing, and the other half is interesting ideas, but I think a bit of poorly mishandled execution and just missed potential. Generally speaking, I think there is the ideas for a really good drink here. As it is, it's just not blowing me away, but I don't know if I would go out of my way to get it again, but it's definitely better than some craft stouts I've had before. And I'm going to finish this drink. I probably won't go out of my way to get it again, but I am happy I tried this, and I think it is interesting enough to try for yourselves if you do like craft stouts. So I'll give it a 6. You know what? I was going to give it a 6, but I'll be generous and I'll say 6.25 out of 10. I think it's not quite good enough for me to go raving out of my way to get again. But I'll be honest, if you gave me the option of buying, say, like this or some of the other craft stouts I have had in the past, I'd definitely pick this because it is enjoyable. It's just not amazing, and it's got a bit of missed potential in terms of the flavour. But generally, I mean, it could be a hell of a lot worse, to be honest. So yeah, 6.25. A lot of missed potential, but generally it's palatable, and I imagine some people enjoy it quite a lot actually. So yeah, try it out if you're interested. But anyway, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Brew Cellar, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that kind of thing in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Brew Cellar. Bye bye for now.